Welcome to Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses, and I am Danielle Summerfield, owner of Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses, or Summerfield Draft Horses. We're we are skinnying our name down a little bit to Summerfield Draft Horses. Just easier. These are draft horses. Those are little ones, those are girls. And these are our latest boarders. This is Yuki, and this is Gwen. And Yuki is very pregnant. Very pregnant. So today is all about her. So they arrived here on the farm last Saturday to be specific, and they have been really enjoying their time here. They are in our quarantine paddock here, which is not very big. They have their own shelter. They get to play with the chickens, and they get to have a little bit of run, plus they get the run in. And we do this every time we have any type of rescue or border or whatever. This is our quarantine area. And then after they get moved off of here, then this area does not get used for 2 to 3 weeks. It gets fertilized, it gets reseeded, it gets settled. Nothing is on here, just to make sure. But these guys are good. They've been to the vet, they've been given a clean bill of health. She has a little bit of a heart murmur that the vet thinks is because she's pregnant, and she has a little bit of a raspiness going on in her lungs, which we are watching very, very closely. But she does not feel that it's going to turn into shipping fever or anything, because they came all the way from Texas, you guys. So, what are they? They are Percherons, they are mares. They are, let me see, 8 and 10, or 8 and 10, one of the two, I can't remember, years old, which is great. She is more of a tomboy, and she is more of a priss. But she reminds me a lot of Jarvis. Her coat is much more thin and fine and more ticked, like a flea bitten, than her. Well, she's kind of white, but she's flea bitten. She's more flea bitten. I don't know. They're both white. Anyway, so we have a little something that we do every time we have another horse that comes on the property that we are going to rehab and rehome. We have a renaming party and have a competition for a new name, and you guys get to choose it. But we're not going to do names because they already have their names. The Yuki means snow in Japanese, and Gwen is not your G-W-E-N, it's G-U-Y-N or something like that. Medieval Gwen, but I call her Gwen, G-W-Y-N. So, Mama, we're gonna have, instead of a renaming thing, what's going on, you guys? Is it too dusty? Their hay is kept in this shed, and it is very, very clean. There's never any mice or anything in here, no bugs, no nothing, and no spiders. That doesn't ever get dusty. So she must be just upset about not being able to get to something, and I can probably guarantee you she is mad, because this is where I put the hay this time. Usually she will walk all the way to the middle of it, push her to the edge, and poop right in the middle. So I'm trying to find a different way to do this where she can't do it and she's kind of mad. But okay, so back on track. Instead of doing a renaming party, we're going to do a birthing party. So this is your guys' task, and this is going to be really super fun because your guys, I don't have it now because I've just ordered it today. But you guys are going, you know those little wine tumblers or something? They're small and you can put wine in it, and it's got like a glass liner in it. Well, we have some that have our logo on it, our little Freeze brand logo, and on the other side it says Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses. So what we're going to do is we're going to give one of those away to the person who gets the closest date that she foals, and we're going to give one of those away and a large water, like the aluminum ones, for the person who gets the sex right, because obviously you can't figure it out. You know, the ultrasounds, they don't really show the sex like people ultrasounds do. So if you get the name right, or I'm sorry, if you get the birthing date, the foaling day, if you get that date right, don't worry about the time, it's got to be the day. So like Easter, you know, Easter Sunday, anytime during the day, you get the little tumbler. I'll throw some pictures in a minute. And then if you get the sex right, you get not only, no, you get the tall aluminum one. Okay, so then if you get the date right and the sex right, you get both. So to recap, you get the date right, you get the wine tumbler. You get the sex right, you get the water thing. And yeah, we're talking about you. You get the aluminum water tumbler thing. You get both sex and date right, you get both of them. So I think that'll be kind of fun. And we'll put some colors in. I think there's like baby blue, there's pink, of course, blue and pink. There's white, and I think I might create a black one. But I know I've got the pink and the blue coming. So if you get the right one, the pink and the blue, it's gonna be fun. It'd be like baby blue, like this color. So we already have a couple of people that have emailed, and they're just locals here because this is something that we kind of bounced off of them to see if they really like this idea. So it was a great idea. So we're gonna bring it to you guys and let my YouTube friends do it. So you guys can get on it. And I will ship over to the UK. So you guys over in the UK, all you guys in Scotland and England and Australia and Austria, you guys you vote too, you know, throw in your ideas, because I want to make sure that everybody on my YouTube, if you're a subscriber or if you're not a subscriber, vote. I mean, I want to see how this is going to work. So I will be putting up a poll at some time, and let me see how I can do this through YouTube. Just put your information in the comments: date, girl, boy, whatever, foal, colt, whatever, filly, colt, boy, girl, and the date. And maybe as the day gets closer, maybe I'll have a third one for like evening, afternoon, and overnight. That might be getting things too complicated. Nah, let's scratch that. So just to kind of set you guys so you can have a benchmark, okay, she was in a field with a stallion for 3 months. And in January, she was ultrasounded, but the foal was too big to tell the age. So there's your timeline. Horses are in gestation for 11 months and 5 days, give or take a couple here and there. This is her second foal that we know of, and she obviously is a little droopy right here. We had the ultrasound, so the spine is still facing down. So the baby is still in position this way, but the vet felt feet. So we have a spine down here, and we have feet a little bit right about here. So we don't have a nose, not yet. We just have feet. So spine's down there, feet's up there. You guys can do your kind of math. All my wonderful horsey people that have tons of foals before, you kind of have an idea as to when she's gonna foal. You might have a leg up on that. So I'm gonna show you. She is starting to do what's called bagging up, and that means the milk is starting to come into her udders, and they're not full. Her teats have not filled, and they're not pointing straight down, and then we are not waxing. So there's another little clue for you guys. So she has started to bag up just a little bit. As you can see, her udders are just a little full, but in the morning they're full. During the day they disappear. So there's another clue. So this is a baby, and she's very, very fat. She's very fat, and she loves her hay. She's just having a grand old time. So we're going to be putting her on mare and foal feed. She's going to start getting that tomorrow. And I have given you guys a ton of clues as to when to pick a good date. And we've got a lot. We've got a lot of dates already. So I'll put that in the description, that, you know, that what she's doing right now, so you can kind of gauge it. 11 months and 5 days. She still has use of her tail. She's bagging up. The foal is still spine down, has not moved into position quite yet. So those are your biggies, okay? And I'm not going to show her your butt because there's no reason to see the butt quite yet. So yeah, I think this is gonna be fun. Okay guys, that'll be fun, and whoever comes the closest or who gets it will get those tumblers and all that good stuff. And I gotta turn off the water because the water is all full. And I'm gonna put out another bale of hay over there a little bit. And yeah, what do you think? It's gonna be fun, huh? I think it'll be fun. So, all right, you guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I keep track of all of that stuff. If you're returning, and that's awesome. If you're just smash the little subscribe thing, it's free. Hit the little bell. You have to hit the bell and it'll ask you how many times do you want to see it. We don't put up a whole ton of videos every day, every week, so you know, hit that little bell so you know when things like this happen. So I look forward to seeing what you guys are gonna say and what your dates are going to be. And I will tell you it's between, well, I don't want to say now because it's not really now. But we'll go from today to, we'll say the farthest date out is probably mid-May. So don't go any farther out than that because you'll be way off. So there's a hint. Thanks guys, I'll talk to you later, and we'll see you next time. Summerfield Farm and the mid-sized ones, draft horses.